Welcome to WTDC-25, the World Telecommunication Development Conference, where I've got the great pleasure of being joined in the studio today by Emmanuel Manasseh, who is the Regional Director for the ITU Regional Office for Africa. Emmanuel, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Now let's talk a little bit about WTDC-25, the conference that we're here. We're all gathered here in Baku in Azerbaijan. Why is this particular conference important?
Yeah, this conference is quite important for Africa because you see Africa member states are coming with the priorities of the continent. And in a nutshell, what I can tell you is I've looked at the priorities that the member states brought to the conference are well aligned with the digital compass of the region, which when you look at the continent now, the digital compass include Africa Digital Transformation Strategy, it include the AI strategies, it include enhancing life through digital ecosystems, as well as improving the infrastructure, as well as early warning for all. So I could see that the member states are coming with the continent priorities in the WTDC to ensure that they align their efforts in achieving the Africa they want.
Do you think that they're going to leave here satisfied?
Absolutely, I could see that because just the regional initiatives have been concluded. And if I give you a summary, the first regional initiatives is on resilient infrastructure and is also talking about universal, meaningful and affordable connectivity, which is a pressing need. You know, connectivity is the bedrock of digital transformation.
Absolutely.
And the second one is on inclusive, trustworthy AI ecosystem, which you know that Africa cannot afford to remain behind in the AIs. And the third one is talking about secure, safety ICTs, which I think, you know, people goes online and they adopt ICT services because they know that they are secure. Mm-hmm. The fourth one is talking about building the innovation ecosystems as well as digital applications. What I can say, infrastructure has less to do if there's no application and services that are riding on the infrastructure. But I was also impressed by the fifth one that came with it because it's talking about funding mechanism for sustainable digital transformation. And actually we need innovative financing to have sustainable digital transformation. So trying to look at these initiatives that have been approved and looking at the Africa digital strategy or the digital compass, I see a big alignment, and I'm pretty sure that member states will be going well satisfied because they have what work for the upcoming 4 years to realize their vision and mission.
I wanted to ask you, what are the main challenges and opportunities regarding digital transformation in the Africa region?
Well, infrastructure still remains to be a challenge. As you see, 2.2 now billion people are not connected, and most of them are in Africa. And I think the most important thing is to invest on having infrastructure. As I said, infrastructure is at the heart of digital connectivity. So infrastructure is still a challenge, but also some places where there's infrastructure still, we see the uptake of services is not quite appealing. So device penetration is also one of the biggest challenges to be addressed equally with the infrastructure deployment.
Because it's a very wide region, it has all sorts of different geographical challenges. It has, we had the Minister for Lesotho here, for example, that they're there in a very mountainous region that's landlocked from all sides. They have their own particular challenges. We've had, as I say, a number of different ministers in here, all giving us their perspectives on that. Is there one thing that unifies them?
Yes, one thing that unifies Africa is they have one strategy, the continental strategy. And another important thing that I see they unifies the content is most of these sub-regions also, they have strategies that countries are trying to adopt and implement. And as I mentioned, the challenge of connectivity. Now we see countries taking all available solutions, both terrestrial and satellites, to ensure that no one is left behind. So this is one of the interesting, as you said, the Minister of Lesotho, I think Lesotho just, now they're licensing the use of LEO, low Earth orbit satellites. And not only that, Africa, I saw they have also some proposals on building capacity on regulatory aspects of using various technologies to ensure that they're not left behind, but to ensure that they leverage these technologies. So I saw some of their contributions even in their regional initiative, the first one on infrastructure, mentioning the issue of the use of satellites for bridging and closing the connectivity gap.
You've mentioned about in terms of gaps, the digital divide is shrinking. Are you confident that this is going to be the case for the Africa region from now, let's say, in the next 5 years?
I'm pretty sure, and I'm confident on that, because the work ahead is not to scale our work, but to scale what works. And we know what works. So together with member states and partners, we can streamline our effort to ensure that no one is remaining unconnected.
Emmanuel Manasseh, Regional Director for Africa for ITU, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to you and hearing some of your insights, and hopefully we'll catch up with you again very soon.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Much appreciated, Max.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
And if you've enjoyed this interview, which I'm sure you will have, then do check out our other interviews on our YouTube channel, as well as our podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. And for future information, and for more information, I should say, visit our website at www.itu.int/WTDC-25. Thanks for tuning in.